Papino, it's Papino, it's Papino. Salute to the people, salute to the people. Salute to the people. What's been going on? What's been going wrong? But half an hour y'all time, you know what I mean, to talk our ish, you dig? That's all I'm trying to do, people. A little half an hour of your time. That's it. That's it. You dig? See what's going on. I don't see nothing wrong with that, right? Definitely nothing wrong with that. But it's looking sour. What's going on? What was like Father's Day, little drowsy people. I know I hear a lot of, I know a lot of my guys, you know what I'm saying, they yeah, a lot of my guys is like, they feel like we got jerked out of our Father's Day, man. A lot of my guys. Yeah, a lot of the guys feel like they got jerked out their day, people. A lot. A lot of the guys feel like that. Like, yo, that shit was shaky. But, for those that are fathers and all that, and they do it every day. You know what I mean? I don't look for no reward. Now, if it come, it come, you know what I mean? But you don't look for no reward. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to be doing. You don't get, I'm a firm believer, you don't get rewarded for things you're supposed to be doing. Now, if somebody want to, on their own according, but I don't think, that's why I always say, it's like Mother's Day is every day for the mothers. You know what I mean? It's just the fathers that, it's like, yo, just give us the same respect, for those who are fathers, though. For those who are taking care of their kids and are in their kids' life. You dig? So, yeah, I just had to stop by, drop a jewel. You know what I mean? I've been hearing a lot of that, today to day. You know what I mean? Like, okay, well, for those who didn't, maybe they'll spin back around, touch bases with, the next day. You know how some of that go. A lot of guys got they chizite. I ain't even go front. They tight. They like, yo, hold on, wait a minute, B. Always, blah, 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 blah. Like, my guy, you gotta, that's how I go sometime, man. You know what I mean? That's why I always say, to say, like, do everything, from the hit off. When you do everything from the hit off, you ain't really worrying about no. Now, I'm not saying it ain't dope to somebody acknowledge that. I'm not saying that, but some people, they be feeling like, yo, like, all right, well, but they definitely don't compare to the, to Mother's Day, which I say that in a good manner. You know what I mean? Mother's Day's every day. You know what I mean? I ain't never once heard nobody like, yo, yeah, I'm about to go in, take this gift to my pops. You know what I'm saying? Like how Mom Dukes, you wake up, oh, I'm gonna give Mom Dukes some, you know what I mean? Just because, I'm gonna give Mom Dukes this, let me go, you know what I mean? So, I know for me, that's how I was. I ain't really never bring nothing in for my pops. You know what I'm saying? Until you get older, you start jacking that, and he jacking how you moving, and then you have a good day. You dig? But other than that, it don't be nothing moving. Oh, damn, I ain't even, what's the name of Chizat? Hold on. Damn, my bad, people. I'm over here. Asia, salute. Spec, salute. Salute, my man Spec. Jack, salute. I'm Groovy, man. Gaston Dab, salute. You already, Jack. Spec, what's going on, man? How you been, man? Happy Father's Day, man, if you're a father, man. That's a fact. Big 1090, salute, my guy. You already know BX will be next. That's a fact. Sequoia, salute. Monique, salute. Dirty Kenzo, salute, my guy. Yeah, I see a lot of people getting blocked already. Damn. Hustle, man, my guys will keep winning, my guy. You heard? Keep winning. Salute to you. That's a fact. Salute to you. Yeah, you already, Spec, man. Appreciate you more, man. Word, appreciate you more. Yeah, I just popped out real quick. You know what I mean? I had to, seeing a lot going on. But I just wanted to get that out the way, man. You know what I mean? I hope everybody is Groovy Louie. You know what I'm saying? Everybody Groovy Louie. Like, what's all the noise about, man? You know what I mean? What's all the noise about? Like, so I don't understand how DC salute. I don't understand how people just be having mad energy for the uckery. Get to the bag. You don't even pay that no mind. You wouldn't even know who doing what if you're trying to get to the munyan. If you're trying to get to that munyan, you don't have time to worry about nobody doing nothing. Your mind on that munyan. You know what I'm saying? Like, and sometimes people gotta, they gotta, yeah, Atlanta, yeah, that was a dope move by them, but that don't make them though. That don't make them. They need more than that, DC. They need more than that. That don't make them. They need more than that. First, they got to prove if they can give us a back-to-back season like that. Yeah, it was a dope trade. Dope trade, but they gotta show us that they could produce a back-to-back season like that. Them, Detroit, you know what I mean? Teams like that. They gotta, you know what I'm saying? They gotta what's the name? Yeah, they gotta what's the name? You know what I mean? So, But yeah, a lot of people got to start getting to that money on, man. You know what I mean? You don't be worrying about, you know what I mean? You let the dudes who ain't getting to that money on, you let them, they go to sort each other out. You know what I'm saying? They go to sort each other out. You dig? So, at the end of the day, man, then, people, please, like the zip with the drip and my guys are 050 China Brim, like that's what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Like they, let them shake the streets up. You dig? Let them shake the streets up, man. That's a whole fact. That's how you do that. Yo, hustle, man. Salute, man. I appreciate that, man. Big Bronx, Winergy. You already, we going up. That's a fact, man. I see you when you there, man. Oh, you dig? You see me when I'm there. You heard me? That's a fact. Appreciate that, hustle, man. Appreciate that. But yeah, people. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they doing. It ain't that, you know what I mean? It ain't that serious. You know what I'm saying? It definitely ain't that serious. You know what I mean? Let them get their shoot on. It is what it is. Certain things you just say, you know what? I don't like it. You know what I mean? I say that, because you got certain people, that deal with certain things a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, and you, so they don't want to rock with you and all that, but I stand on law over here, man. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be 050 the movement for me, you dig? So, I try not to, cause what you get, views and numbers. That's it. Anything else is we ain't talking about nothing. You know what I mean? So you tell them, I tell both of them, man, keep winning, man, keep doing your thing. You know what I mean? And hopefully it don't go where it don't need to go. Keep it YouTube. So you could tell them, you know what I mean? That's it. All that. We did that 3-4 years ago. I'm trying to grow. You know what I mean? So, but you must mention, you know what I'm saying, like with Zip, you know what I mean? I'm saying nasty, you know what I mean? Nasty work. You know what I mean? But my thing is Zip, you gotta keep your head on the swivel, homie. You gotta know and understand, like, you know what I'm saying? You moving and grooving out here. So, you're gonna get a lot of people that's gonna be upset about that, man. You know what I'm saying? And by any means, if you alright with going through what you got to go through to maintain that, then that's on you. I salute that. But you know what I mean? If you know and understand, listen, I'm out the way. Stay out the way and let that thing grow. Then when you pop out with a manner. With a matter, rather. You know what I'm saying? Either or. A manner or matter. You dig? But, don't let them, I ain't gonna say don't let them trick you out the street, because you're a street nigga, so this what comes with the streets. I understand that. You know what I mean? But there's certain things, you know what I mean, that I know that you should know, you know what I mean? Because you speak like you got some sense. Keep mashing on them. You know what I'm saying? But make sure that you protect your well-being. That's that. Make sure you protect your well-being. Make sure it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you gotta know when going too far is going too far. You gotta know that. You know what I mean? Like, I know you're a little too old to be running around wrestling and scrapping and all that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, get to the munyon and go ahead and and fade the black. It's alright. It's alright. Zip with fading the black. You know what I mean? Your name should be your name. It's gonna always remain. You dig? But don't put yourself out there to where as though people look at it one way and then they see you in your own hood and it's going down another way. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I be talking about. Don't tarnish a character you building up, but then yet you turn around and you destroy it. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't got to. You working. I see your work. Keep winning. I want everybody to win, man. You know what I mean? So sometimes, you got to say, all right, that's too far, and you leave it like that. You know what I mean? Live to see another day. By any means, don't let a nigga disrespect you. You got to stand on law. You know what I mean? So I salute that. But yeah, you know what I mean? You got to be solidified. See, when people, they talk, yeah, go back to my hood and blah, blah, blah. Dudes be seeing where I be at. Like, it ain't, dudes, I just make it look easy, people. You know what I'm saying? But, you got dudes that be coming up here, talking that waskety wabbit talk, you know what I'm saying? And then some of them can't even go back to their hood. Let alone put on, you know what I mean? Put a nigga on his back pocket, however, Zip said he put him on his back pocket, you know what I mean? As he should, talking that talk. But this is the disturbing thing, right? It's always when you go back to your hood, when you got people, call it what it is, hating. It's hate. That aspect of it is hate. People seeing what you doing. You know what I'm saying? You moving numbers. They ain't gonna like that. A lot of people ain't gonna take too kind of that. A lot of people. You know what I mean? So you gotta, at the end of the day, you gotta watch, but not only watch. You know what I mean? You got to study some of these bozos, man. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta stay out the way. You gotta stay out the way. Then what happened? You said free AP DC? Yeah, you gotta stay out the way. Damn, I ain't know AP was locked up. Rose Gold, salute my Gaza. Yeah, zip dope, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why you don't wanna like, you don't wanna trip over your own laces. Let's say that, cause I ain't gonna say I don't think he'll let nobody trick him out of the street. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you'll trip over your own laces. You dig what I mean? So with that being said, be smart enough to know, like, all right, boom, all right, that's that, I'm off that, and I'm on the head if that's the lane you in. You know what I mean? But if you don't need that lane, then yo, listen, man, you got, look at my channel, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still waiting for my, you know what I mean? And you there already. So don't fumble that. You know what I mean? Don't fumble that. Don't put yourself in a predicament where somebody could turn around and come back and boom your channel and all that. Yo, absolute. Trooper 69, salute, appreciate the pull up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just found that out. Spec, right now, you just told me that. I didn't even know that. Damn, that's wild. But he gonna do what he do though. He gonna do what he do. He gonna come up out that. Yeah, he gonna come out that. So yeah, you know what I mean? That's the aspect I'm speaking of, man, because I know you trying to get to the munyon on this joint. You got some people, they not trying to get to the munyon. You know what I'm saying? They just not trying to get to the munyon. You dig? But you know, yo, man, salute to everybody, you know, that's pulling up. You know what I'm saying? I know, you know, the notifications is going out late, but it's all good. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, man, with your boy 050BUCKS, aka Mr. Shoot Right Back. You dig? Aka Mr. Ozzy, aka Mr. 10453, aka I'm always there, you never there, aka $1 billion Bucks, aka Bucks De Niro, or hundreds, or hundos. What we talking about? You dig? But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you sit and you watch, you know what I mean? And sometimes it be like, damn, you know what I mean? It's not a good look. You know, especially when you pop up here and you got to be the realest nigga in Nebraska. And then certain things, you know, it warrants to put hands and feet on some people. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You know what I mean? Come on, man. You know, I ain't saying, but don't protect yourself, Zipper. You know, don't let them, don't trip over your shoelaces, my guy. You know what I'm saying? I know some people that, you know what I mean, that you encounter with, that's my guys. You know what I'm saying? I ain't known as Bucks on the street, you dig? But yeah, they're my guys, man, and they don't speak nothing but good about you. Nobody, salute. Nobody salute. Appreciate the pull up. Yeah, but you know, same thing for my guys, you know what I mean? My man, the honcho, you dig? Keep winning. You gotta keep winning. So you gotta respect your work, man. Respect where you came from on these YouTube streets. Respect that, man. Respect how you grind, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you gotta know and understand that part first. Then move on to something else. But once you respect your grind and your craft, man, you ain't gonna let yourself, you know, get caught up. I'm still keeping it with the youngest. Nah, nobody, man. You see this gray? I'm far from a youngin', baby. I'm far from a youngin'. I want them to see that. You see that gray? Ain't no youngin' over here, man. I'm in my own lane. You dig? I'm in my own lane, man. Yeah, that's a fact. DC, he definitely do. That's why I respect his, you know, I respect what he do. I respect what he do. Same thing like China, man. You know what I mean? You gotta respect that, man. You know what I mean? China opened doors for niggas like me to get up on here and do what I do, man. You know what I mean? Like, if it wasn't for that, I probably would have never been on no YouTube. I would have never been on no YouTube. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Rose Gold, that's a fact. He got some heat. That's what I'm saying. He too talented to get stuck dealing with the, you know what I mean? Like, you can't trip over your own shoelace, man. You know what I mean? That's why I said that, man. See, that's bad. You know what I'm saying? That's bad, man. I wouldn't be 30. I wouldn't want this when I'm 30. I wouldn't want this if I'm 30, man. You understand me? I think I might with it right about now. You heard? But yeah, you know what I mean? People, man, you know, again, wasn't it for China Brim, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be doing that. I wouldn't be on YouTube. You know what I mean? And, you know, at the end of it, I made something happen with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's me showing, like, yeah, I got the alley, I got the N1. Now let's get this chip. You understand? So you gotta show respect to that, no matter what. You know, a lot of people get caught up into they feelings and don't want to give dudes they balls, and you know they giving them the flowers, but then the flowers die. I don't even know, man. Well, I don't know who nobody is. Well, we gotta entertain nobody. I don't know. What you mean, the Dr. Dre Beats? Nobody? I ain't see them joints in a minute. I didn't even know they was still Papino. I don't know. Hey, yo, your OKC don't look too OKC-ish. They don't look too OKC-ish, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, I don't know, man. That trade pound might be in jeopardy. Hey, yo, nobody, who charge you 2500 for a beat? Nigga, I got dope beats, nigga. I ain't charging you 2500. Who charged you? Who that? Who did that? Nobody. And he said he charged him $2,500 for a beat. Yeah, that's a fact. Hey, yo, nobody who charged you $2,500 for a beat. Oh, okay. Nobody trolling. Yeah, OKC back on track, but I mean, come on. If you looking at the game like I'm looking at the game, come on, man. It wasn't even supposed to look like this. You know what I mean? Meaning, I'm thinking OKC gonna be blowing these dudes. Or a local studio. All right. Yeah, they blew it. That's what I'm saying. Like I would think OKC would have been blowing these dudes, man. They, we all thought it was gonna be a boring series. You know what I'm saying? I did, and I ain't even gonna lie. OG Bobby, SRB, OG Johnny in the building. Salute, my guys. I ain't even gonna lie. I counted the series out. It's a pretty good series. I thought it was gonna be dry. One of them. It ain't. It ain't one of them. It ain't one of them, man. So I'm like, oh, end of the day, it's alright. I'm alright with it. I don't know why. I don't know why OKC acting like they got a problem. OKC should be blowing these dudes. Hey yo, SRB Johnny. Hey yo, what's going on, man? What's been going on out here? I'm out the loop. What's been going on out here, yo? We gonna do something tomorrow. I'm gonna go stream y'all tomorrow so we can out. I don't know what's going on out here, man. Everybody been hitting me up about the zip with the drip and China joint. You know what I'm saying? I had to just like nip that in the bud. You know what I mean? That's what it's gonna be. You understand? He got that, obviously. That's a fact. Now they not a bum team, but when you look at them and you look at OKC, you already like, yeah, OKC should. I mean, this you match him up man to man. OKC wins that, and SGA making it look too easy. So he gotta step it up. Is heating up? OG up with who? What's going on? Quick Vic, salute, my guy. Oh, New Jersey Jay still on your top like a dirty wig, OG Bobby Johnson. I ain't know that. Yeah, that's a fact. I ain't know that. I ain't know that. I see Audie out here working, keep working, man. Salute to Audie. Audie out here working, man. That's one thing. You can't beat up on nobody, man. That's all right in their own skin, man. You know what I mean? Salute to Audie, man. He doing his thing over there. You know what I mean? He keeping his grind. He ain't getting discouraged. You know what I mean? Nigga, I keep talking about Lamar and Sally. Yo. Quick Vic, what you talking about, man? Hey, what I seen, hey, yo, y'all see that joint with Queen Flip? Queen Flip was running up in I think it's called it's like it was a trap house in McDonald's, man. And your man Queen Flip was like, stay going over there. Yo, Op, that's a fact, Op. That's a fact. With the germs, that's all right. I'll be done with him in a minute. Man, yeah, to me, I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. Manny Brim is a bozo, man. He's a bozo from Acapulco, man. You know what I mean? Like, from the door, I look at him like, we ain't even in the same borough. Yeah, the McTrap. They didn't lock old boy up over there. They locked him up down there, man. They saying your man Queen's Flip lined him up. Bucks, put that square down, fam. Yeah, alright, after I'm done. After I'm done, I'm gonna put it down. That's a fact. I'm gonna put it down for a second. Then I'll be lighting one up again. Yeah, yeah. Oh, hey, yo, OG, what up? Yeah, I heard that. Hey, yo, OG, what up? What's up with that? What's up with you on the Rico squad? What happened? I thought Pain was your Gaza. And he said I got the Newport 200. Oh, they just banned him from McDonald's. But the way Queen Flip rode up in there the first time, yo, he was Groovy Louie. He was shaking and baking in that joint. Word, he was shaking and baking in that joint, man. Hey yo, Spec, I seen you on the boats and all that, getting your fish on. I like that right there, man. That's life, man. You know what I mean? You relaxing, man. You know what I'm saying? You doing what grown men do, man. But I'm saying, why you flamed them up though? OG out here, OG out here, that thing off the safety. Yeah, that's a fact. Hey, yo, Spec, man, I salute you for that, man. You know what I mean? A nigga can't tell me nothing, man. You know what I mean? You know, I'm more for ways and actions, man. And that right there is dope, man. You know what I mean? Word up, you on a boat, you relaxing, nigga. It ain't nothing but water, nigga. You in water. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of dudes ain't doing that, Spec. A lot of dudes ain't doing that. That right there was dope. You know what I'm saying? You can't, a lot of niggas can't even buy that. You know what I mean? Just relaxing. Relaxing, fishing. Water nice and dark. You know what I mean? Just you in the water. You know what I mean? Just you in the water. Word. Nah, Pain ain't no racist. Wait, Bucks, Yak, if you want to see how someone really feels about you, get them mad. Yeah, you know that quick, Vic. That's all you gotta do, man. Cross the line and the real truth will come out. You know what they say? Can the real Slim Shady stand up? You get somebody tight on head, everything, I mean, every ref ain't come out the woodworks. They be on your hiney talking about all kind of ish. Word, ish that ain't even true. It's like, yo, damn, they didn't. Yo, dudes is weak. But you gotta love it though. I love it though, 'cause I know who I am. So you know what I mean. I'm good with that. I don't really trip off that. You know what I mean? Let's make content great again. You know what I mean? That's all you could do. You know what I mean? Get up here, perform. You know what I mean? Make sure you give your people a good show, and then they come shoot right back. You got to shoot right back. You understand? I tell you, I got the show coming up. Still working on some minor things, but I got that SRB joint I'm about to drop, man. Here, dog catcher from. That's my Gaza, man. That's my Gaza right there. OG, I don't know. Bucks, we go. Look, yeah, that's a fact. Hey yo, but you know something that's crazy though, Spec? A lot of people don't even know how to fish. I'm one of them. I don't even know how to fish, man. I ain't with all that pinning worms on them, none of that. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't be in no boat like that, but I know that's dope. That's life. You know, you relaxing. You understand what I'm saying? And it's nothing but you and water, man. You know what I mean? You can't buy that, man. That's like peace of mind out of the world, man. That's something like if I'm going through something, I definitely use that. Mikey B in the building, Hood Love TV. Make sure y'all go like, share, and subscribe to my guys, man. Appreciate the pull up. Word up. Appreciate the pull up, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, we pretty much was, talking about, is like how y'all feel about the Father's Day, man? Like, do y'all feel like, you know, Like, for one, I ain't gonna lie, I'm like, damn, it rained on Father's Day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just started our day off messy, man. You know what I'm saying? It rained, you know what I'm saying? Gloomy. You know, you ain't really doing too much because of the rain. Then it got chilly. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, wow. You know, I'm like, this is how our day looked. You know what I'm saying? You used to go to some cookout. Wasn't no cookouts popping. You know what I'm saying? Everything was pretty much like indoors. It was like crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially up top anywhere in New York. It was nothing popping. And that's weird. And then for the things that was popping, you had to get up out of there. You had to get up out of there. You know, we were short. You know what I mean? A little 2-3 hours and you out of there. It was short. So it's like, dang, like this is what and look, it's over with now. That thing is over with. It ain't not near none of Happy Father's Day or no cookouts, no nothing. That thing is over with. That thing was like the storm. Blew over. Phew, that shit. What happened? Oh yeah, that was yesterday. Today is a whole new day. It ain't no celebrating, no nothing. That's a fact. It's everybody getting back to that money, and that shit is a memory. It's a memory, man. It's like, yo, it ain't the same for gangsters, man. It ain't the same, man. You know what I mean? So hope everybody enjoy their Father's Day, man. For those who are fathers, I hope, y'all had a dope one, and y'all just understand it ain't the same for gangsters, man. You dig? So, you gotta stop complaining about, you know what I mean? Gotta stop. Yeah, Rose be into that catching fish. Rose Gold catching with his bare hands, though. Rose Gold be catching the snappers and all that with his bare hands. You know what I mean? So, yeah, yo, Rose and Spec need to get up. Y'all have fun fishing. Word, that look like that's right up Rose Alley, right on a boat, just y'all on water. You know what I'm saying? And y'all just, I ain't gonna front. I do that, but I think I gotta have a little. I might not like go all the way out in the middle of the water and all that. So I can swim though, but you know what I mean. I don't like that dirty water. I don't like swimming in that dirty water. That water, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's a fact. Yo, Spec, that's a fact. Rose thing, he be everywhere. Yo, you see what we do? He got snappers. He be catching snappers. That nigga walk around in Crocs with no socks. There, Rose is straight. You know what I'm saying? Tavon Miller, salute. Appreciate the pull-up, King. Yeah, Rose definitely in the wildlife, man. Rose need to get in, you know what I mean? Get him a nice cabin somewhere. Word, you gotta have a nigga like Rose go with you. Get you a nice cabin. Get you a good double group people. You know what I mean? Have Rose with you, because Rose gonna fight off everything. Hey, yo, OG Bobby Johnson, your man Spec was on a boat in the middle of nothing but water. Nothing but water, yo. I said, yo, I don't know, you know what I mean? The scenery is sexy. I love it. You know what I mean? But me being on it, nah. My mind will be going crazy. I'll be thinking about what if. Damn, yo, shit happened. Yo, I'm thinking about how I'm going to get up out of all this water. Yo, having fun and all that be out the window. My mind is straight on, yo, if this boat flip over, how am I getting up out this water? Yo, Shorty bugging. Yo, Shorty doing rocks and all that. What's wrong with this dude, B? Shorty a little off. But yeah, man, I'm thinking about the escape. I'm like, yo, and I can swim. I just don't like that. Like I used to go to camp, you dig, and we used to go to summer fresh air fun. So I used to go to fresh air fun, and they used to, the people house I used to go to, they used to have like little lakes and all that in their house. And yeah, I do that. Hey yo, I do that right there. I did that. That's fun. I do that. I definitely jet ski. I do that, yo. That's a fact. I like doing that. I do that, Spec. But yeah, so I'm at and they used to like jump all in the water. Be like that water where you got tweeds and like, yeah, I ain't with all that. That's nasty. That's nasty, man. That's nasty, man. Word. Mad dirty. The water mad dirty. Then I hate putting my feet on sand and all that. Like, I don't like sand on my feet. Then especially you go into like that little lake, whatever you want to call it joint. You go into that joint, then you gotta put your feet on the floor. It just feel nasty. It don't feel like alright, this is safe, it's comfortable. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I just can't. That's the part I just can't do, man. That's I don't like camping. I'm not with none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with none of that. Now we out and we doing our thing and we get a cabin or something like that and we all rocking out, then yeah, that's a fact. Yo, come up out that bush, man. You know what I mean? Hit that like button, man. Hit that like button on, man. Y'all already know, man. Hit that like button. Smash on that like button. Share the live. Go subscribe if you haven't go subscribe. Go to my community wall. Check out my merch. Go to the notification bell, man. Hit all. On the notification bell, make sure you hit all so you get all my notifications when I go live. You know what I'm saying? You ain't water skiing. Nah, I tried that. I tried water skiing. It's all about balance with that. It's all about your balance, water skiing. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't make that a habit, but I do it. I wouldn't make that a habit though, but I definitely do it. I wouldn't mind water skiing. Water skiing, it's fun too. It's all about your balance. It's like surfing. I did surfing too. I like surfing, but it's all about your balance. You know what I mean? I think surfing, you gotta put in a lot of reps so you can kind of get, surfing is a rhythm. It's a rhythm. So the more you ride, that water, you'll get your rhythm. It's like a bike. You know what I mean? You start riding that water, you get your rhythm, you already know what's what, and that's it. Sorry tomorrow. Same thing like water skiing. Water skiing is just, you gotta have that your balance. You gotta have your balance. You know what I mean? So, but I love water. I just don't like the dirty water. I don't like that water where it's mad dirty down at the bottom. It's mad dark, like the water's dark. Like I want to. That's why I say I like to go to somewhere like Belize. You know what I mean? When you look down at that water, man, you see that clear sand. You see that thing looking sexy. You know what I mean? A Virgin Island or something like that. Where that thing is like, it make you want to put your feet at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even up front. It make you want to do that. Word up, real talk. It'll make you want to do that. Word up. So it's like, you go to them lakes, that thing be mad dirty. It be like mad sweet and all that in there. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Then you really can't even, ain't no swimming in that. Give me that clean Belize water. DR got some good spots too where they got that clear water, man. And just have fun. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even like beaches, man, because I don't like that sand. Yeah, I don't like that sand, yo. I don't like sand on my feet, man. I ain't with all that. That sand on my feet, I ain't with. I ain't with that. That right there to me is nobueno.com. Day is over with. The day is over with that. Nigga sand in his feet and all that. Nah, day is over. For me, anyway. I play in it. You know what I mean? That's like, even I went to I think this is like one of the biggest indoor amusement parks. It's in PA. Oh man, what that joint is called, man? Oh, what that joint is called? Wow. But anyway, I went to a indoor water park in PA. And even walking around there, like all like the pool, like you gotta walk around there. I throw the joints on my feet. Like I don't walk around nowhere barefooted. You know what I mean? I jump in the rain in shower shoes, people. You know what I'm saying? Like I jump in the rain, like in my own shower with shower shoes on. But I forgot this water park, man. In this water park, I walk around that joint with the Speedos on. Delvin salute. Word, I walk around that joint like with the Speedos on. My guys are like, I don't think they let you with the socks anymore. And what's the name of this park, man? It's like one of the biggest, if not Top 3 biggest on the East Coast indoor water park is in PA. Word. But yeah, man, no sand. You know what I mean? Walking around nowhere barefooted. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta have the Speedo joints on. Word. Throw those on. I'm good. We all over. Word. We all over. I throw those on my feet. We Groovy Louie. We all over with it. But anything else after that, your boy and Bucks ain't with it. I'm with it. Word. Oh, my joint jumping. That's crazy. Oh, my joint jumping like that. My joint was definitely jumping. I don't do. Yeah, I'm with you too, Tavon. I don't do the water. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I got one joint. When I go to that park, I forgot what the name of it, man. And it's right. Damn. Kalahari's. If I'm not mistaken, it's called Kalahari's. It's like one of the biggest water parks in PA. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when I go there, it's a ride I like. I be scared it's all outdoors. I ain't gonna front. Because you got to sit in the tube, and you sit in the tube, and the slide be like this. So now you go through the slide, you like, yo, that joint I had you. It's fun. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean? If you want Daredevil, it's fun. But that joint scary, boy. You like, yo, once again, I'm thinking, if this joint go off this slide, what your boy gonna do? You dig? Like, so, yeah, Kalahari's, man. Yo, that joint, yo. Anybody in the PA area, man, they know that joint. They got the Kalahari's, and I went to another joint too. I think it was Kingdom some, but the Kalahari's is dope. And I think they got like one of the biggest hotels or resorts or hotels or whatever you want to consider them joints. One of the biggest on the East Coast as well. That's a fact. And they got the safari in there in New York. Yo, then, let me show you something I ain't never see. Right? So in Kalahari's, they got the bar, a floating bar. Word, they got like the grown folks section. They got the bar floating. The people, the bartenders, they swimming to you. Yo, that joint is dope, man. If y'all, anybody in the PA area, man, go check out Kalahari's, man. Word up. Go check out Kalahari's, man. Kalahari's is dope. They need to just keep Barclay like that, man. Stop adding on to that. You don't need to add on to that. That'd be a bad move. That'd be a bad move. Word to mother. That'd be a bad move. Hey, I want to give a shout out to my guys at Harlem Legend, man. My guys at Harlem Legend, man. He out here working, man. He out here doing what he do. Salute to that. Salute to my guy Harlem Legend out here doing what he do. But I think that's the name of the one they are building in VA. What, they building a Kalahari in VA? Yeah, this one right here, this one is in PA, not VA. Word, this one is in yeah, Donny Parker's alright. Donny Parker alright, but yo, hey yo, Delvin, if you go to Kalahari's, you ain't going to Donny Park no more. That's a fact. You go to Kalahari, you not going to Donny Park no more if you go to Kalahari, yo. And I still might be saying the name wrong. That's a fact. But it's like the third biggest indoor water park on the East Coast. The biggest. That's a fact, the biggest. Word, the biggest. I'm like, yo, then the joint is dope. And that joint is dope. Yeah, that's a fact. Get that like button, man, on your way in this building, man. The like button. Yeah, Hershey, alright, but they ain't got nothing on Kalahari though. Yeah, they ain't got nothing on Kalahari. Hershey dope. But I'm telling you, you go to Kalahari's, You ain't going to none of them other amusement parks. You ain't doing it. Trust me when I'm telling you. Trust me when I'm telling you. You is not going to none of them other. Once you go to that, it's another one too. I forgot what it's, I think it's like Kingdom Some or something of that nature. But when you go to this joint, it's so dope. And it's adult. It's adult friendly like crazy. Kid friendly. Let the kids go do what they do. You know what I'm saying? Give yourself a little 2 hours. You know what I mean? You go to the bar, it's a floating bar. So you in the bar, you chilling, they playing music. They, swimming, bringing drinks to you and all that. Yo, it's fire. That joint is fire. Fiery. It's expensive. The food is expensive. But it's worth it, people. I'm telling you, it's worth it. Take about like 4 racks. 4 racks, you having a dope time. 4 racks. Give yourself about 4 or 5 days there. Dope. You could do the indoor water park. And then, you go hit the safari for 2 days. You know what I mean? Because you're going to need some days to kind of like, woosah that joint. So, you give the safari 2 days. And then the other 2 days, you do the water park. And then the other day, you just woosah. Other day, you get yourself, ready, to prepare and come back. Because they suites. The hotel, some of them joints is suites. So they come with the cooking and all that. Word up. Go check that out, man. Whoever in the PA area, go check that out. Kalahari's, man. Word the mother. Fiery. Okay, yeah, it's the same thing. They building one in VA. Oh, that's going to be dope. It's going to be dope. If it's anything like the one in PA, it's going to be fire. Yeah, oh yeah, Orlando, yeah, that's a fact. I heard just shopping in Orlando, you gonna spend a couple of dollars. You gonna spend a couple. This shopping in this shopping in Orlando, I heard it's expensive, man. You have fun, but it's expensive. You got to pay like you way out there. Yeah, you got to pay like you way out there. But you'll have a good time though. You gotta have fun. Yeah, you gotta have fun. You know what I'm saying? But you got, don't go out there. You know what I mean? Bills is due next week. Yeah, don't do that. Great, that's what it is right there, DC. Great Wolf Lounge. That's it right there. That's the other one I went to. That's dope too. A lot of people say that's better than Kalahari. That's the one I went to right there. DC. That's what it's called. Great Wolf Lounge. Facts. That's it right there. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah. See again, but when you go to Kalahari, you even look at that like, it ain't, but it's dope though. Great Wolf Lounge is dope. It's dope. You know what I mean? Just that when you get this, when you know what I mean, when you go up there and you rock out in Kalahari, you ain't, you know what I mean? You just like, and it could be dope. Don't get me wrong, it could be dope. But it's just like once you get it, I'm telling you, man, I kid you not, yo. And it's everything friendly. Infants, kids, adults, you don't have to worry about nothing. Like you can run around there and be a kid for a couple hours. It's just the food is expensive. I think this for like tenders and fries and all that, it's like damn near a dub and some change. But it's a dope getaway, man. Like I said, you gotta give yourself at least 5 days, 5 to 6 days, however, whatever. I think I did a 6-day joint. You know what I'm saying? You go through this, you go through the safari, you give yourself time for that. Then, it's mad rides. Yo, it's mad. They got mad water rides. Number of water rides. Water rides, and they got the pool. Oh, man. Yeah. I got it. Yeah, go check that out. Go check that out. That's a fact. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, though. Tavon, there's a lot of them things right now, like, it ain't safe to go. You gotta be smart though. You know what I mean? You can't be thinking you King Coffee Joe when you be going to these other spots where they got heathens just waiting. Like, yeah, as soon as this American nigga come over, this East Coast nigga come over here, yeah, you gotta be easy. Definitely gotta be easy. You can't be slipping, because as soon as you slip, they gonna make you pay for it. As soon as you hiccup, they gonna make you pay for it. They gonna definitely make you pay for it. That's a fact. So you definitely gotta be on point. If you don't be on point, they will sit you on your back pocket. Word up. They will sit you on your back pocket. They say even Jamaica getting like that. You know what I mean? They said even Jamaica getting like that. Not to say it was never like that, but now it's like it's at an all-time high. So you got to know somebody that knows somebody once you touch down. But if you don't know somebody, oh man, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, I don't know. Word, I don't know. But it's a lot going on. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. Somebody got to hit me up. Let me know, man, what we could talk about tomorrow. We gonna ride out tomorrow. I'm gonna go on StreamYard, open StreamYard up, and we gonna bug out tomorrow, man. Get a dope show going on, man. I've been running around, trying to, make sense. You know what I'm saying? So, part in the absence. You dig? But your boy out here grinding. You dig? Better know that. Please. Know that. Word up. So, I don't know, man. I want to get the courage to go down into this building and catch some Diddy coverage. I mean, I might do that. Hopefully, I get the courage to do that, man. Go out there, set my tripod up, and just, get some Diddy coverage. You know what I mean? See where that take me. You know what I mean? Meet some other podcasters, because they be out there. Word, see how that go. But I definitely wanted to pop out. You know what I mean? See what's going on, see what they doing. I see there's a lot of mess going on, but when that joint get corny, man, sometimes, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes that joint just be corny, man. It is what it is. It's good to have fun, pop out, have fun, get your joke on, laugh, kiki. Everybody spread their show out, because, you have other people, coming in, being a part of it. But you got, you got more hate than anything on here. It ain't nothing wrong with it, though. You know what I mean? I thrive off hate. You know what I mean? Hate me. You know what I mean? Don't be cool with me and love me. Hate me. Word. You know what I mean? That's with life. I'd rather that. Because my retaliation is vicious. So I don't wanna be, I thought we was, no, I don't want to hear none of our thoughts. I thought we was cool. None of that. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear none of that. You know what I mean? You violate me, you know what I mean? It's go time. So I try to stay away from that, because you run around on these streets. That's what I've been saying about Zip, man. You know what I mean? You're already making a way for yourself. Like we do what we do on here so we can get that. You know what I mean? It's alright to come back to it, but don't come back to it and then you got extra, like, come on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, to me, I understand, you gotta get busy, you put somebody on their back pocket, you know what I mean, whatever, however. But that's a corny move, man. You know what I mean? And it's sad somebody put that out, put that tape out there like that, you know what I mean? That was corny. You know what I'm saying? Especially, somebody you said you rock with. You know what I'm saying? So, that right there was like nobueno.com. Word up. Then they got the bad part out there on you. Got you all on your back and all that, looking all crazy. You know what I mean? Especially, when you get up here and, you get yourself in a situation where, you over talking your status. You dig? Yeah, I'm blah, blah, blah. That's like, you just can't do that. You know what I mean? Zip, you already know what it is, man. You just can't do that, man. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to tell you how to get to your bag or how to do none of that. None of that at all. You know what I mean? I know you riding. I know you in here to get your money on. it's just a real nigga to a real nigga, and I'm on the outskirts, and you know that's just that. You know what I mean? Like, come on, my guys. You know what I mean? You where a lot of us right now is trying to be. I mean, I got a foot in the door. You know what I mean? But don't go out like that, my guy. You know what I mean? Keep doing your thing, man. Ben, salute. Yo, Bucks, what's the word? You already, man, you know, trying to do what I do, man. You know what I mean? So, trying to do what I do, man. Stay out the way. You know what I mean? I'm starting to see a lot of, you know, disturbing things from Zip, man. You know what I mean? And, I believe, you know, I big him up, you know, so, you know, the same way I could big him up and give him his bars. Yo, DBS, salute. Okay, DBS, salute, my guys. What's the word, man? What's good, DBS? So, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like I just wanted to drop that jewel on him. You know what I mean? Like, you say it out your own mouth, man. Sometimes all content ain't good content, man. You know, you don't want them run-ins to go sour either way. I don't care how much you put on behind the wall and all that. Nigga don't want to go back to the G wall knowing that YouTube giving out free money on, man. Stack your bread, you know what I mean? And when you know you ready to step out on a nigga, you know what I'm saying? And you step out when nigga can't tell you nothing, man. You understand me? That's just what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like you ain't gotta listen to none of that. You know what I mean? That's just the Jews I'm giving out. You know what I mean? So by any means, keep working, keep grinding. You know what I mean? You must be doing something right, but sometimes step outside that box, man, and look and be like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? I gotta go this way. You know what I mean? So you don't want. You know, I'm a firm believer, man. You grow as your channel will grow, and the only way you can see your growth if you allow new people in to be a part of your growth. And if you going down the pattern. Look at the guys that's before me. You know, you got the only man's, aka 10 toes down. He ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? He ain't putting up numbers. Top shot salute. He ain't putting it on the scoreboard. You know what I mean? Look at Hassan Campbell. Their numbers is good compared to our numbers, but they not going. They've been on here like 5-6 years. I'm not trying to be like that. So then, you look at these other podcasts that be talking like they big whiz and they this and they that, but y'all not at a million subs. You know what I'm saying? Be at a million subs, then talk your ish. You know what I mean? So as I look at these dudes that came before me, I'm like, yo, these dudes is not even, you know what I mean? They catchable. You know, you get a good run, you know what I mean? You get some good supporters, your channel growing, you bringing in new audience. They catchable, man. You know what I mean? We ain't talking about nobody, million views and blow, man. You know what I mean? We not, so that I don't want to be that. You know what I mean? And then when I tune in the Zip joint, you know what I mean? I like how he moving. You understand what I'm saying? He about that money on. That's my angle. He about that money on. You know what I mean? And I know and understand because it happened to me. Dudes that hate and indirect shut your whole shit down. So the only way you can stay away from that is stay away from that. You dig? So that's where I'm coming from with it. You know what I mean? I seen it happen to him already. That ain't a good look. You know what I mean? I already know that ain't a good look. You don't be wanting to, you know what I mean, having to rebuild, some that, you already put that work in, you know what I mean, to make it something. You dig? So, that's all, and it be looking nasty sometimes. It really be looking nasty sometimes, and that's just for, everything. You know what I mean? It's just that when you look at a nigga like Zip, he be up here talking this ish. Sometimes you gotta back that ish up. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. You know what I mean? Spec, you gotta back it up, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it a Honda with you, Zip, man. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you definitely got to stand on something, man. When you talking that talk, you know what I mean? It sound bugged out, but you got to be untouchable, man. You got to be unfazable. We ain't should be nothing running around with you laying on your back and all that. You know what I mean? I know you settled off and all that. Good money. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even questioning that. I'm questioning the part when you talking that talk, that can't even happen to you. Period. Period. You know what I mean? I know it can happen to anybody. Definitely not in your own hood. So it be things like that, man. That situation could have went sour, man, and it just could have been all over the place. It could be all over the place. Just that fast, man. Over what? YouTube views? Nah, man. You know what I mean? Nah, man. Definitely nah, man. Hey, yo, Spec, I appreciate that, man. You already know, man. You know, that's all we can do, man, is grind, man. You know what I mean? I just don't want to sit back. You know what I'm saying? You see some, some idols. Like I said, a lot of my guys, that they rock with Zip. So I never heard, nothing dusty on a nigga name, meaning nothing, nothing bad. You know what I'm saying? So, it's worthy for me to step out and just, throw this out there. You know what I'm saying? And, it could get ugly, man. You heard Big say, the more money, the more problems, man. That's a fact. The more money, the more problems, man. You gotta, take it serious. Take it serious, because you already know, dudes in your own backyard, man, you know what I mean? They're the white good in you in a minute. If you know, man. They're the white good in you in a minute. It's a fact. They throw that curveball, boom, you don't know where it's coming from. You know what I mean? You don't know where it's coming from, man. So, it's a doggy-dog world out here, man. Word, doggy-dog world out here. So you got to know and understand, man, how to go ahead and do what you need to do. And stay away from the barking. If you know, you know. Ain't no way, man, you know what I mean? Zip should have got violated in his backyard, man. Come on, man. Should have been dudes saluting him. Yo, what up? Yo, how can I help? You know what I'm saying? Let's get to this money on. Like, why not? Niggas you grew up with, you can't even do that, with certain niggas now. On his end, it's, it's sad. On his end, when you go to your own hood, you know what I mean? Niggas got you on your back. It's no bueno, man. Word, no bueno, man. And it's even more no bueno-ish when you talk that talk. Like, I go to my hood and listen, I don't even know how to, I'm not doing that, man. I'm not doing that, man. You know what I mean? I'm not even, yo, people, let me tell you something, man. You know how many times I can come up here and talk my issue, man? Facts. I get up here and talk my issue, man. You know what I'm saying? I got good dudes that'll verify me, man. I don't care about what nobody else talk about. I got good dudes that'll verify the kid, man. I don't do it. You know what I mean? Because when you buy into this social media, one little thing, man, they poke a hole in, they run with it, they get in your career if you got one. Can you imagine you being all the way up there, man, and then it takes one person, one, report your situation, shut your whole situation down. Now you got to go through all that appealing, and yeah, it can happen, man. It can happen, man. You know what I mean? So the only way that you can, secure your spot, you got to stay away from that. Then I just looked at the dollar sign. It got the guard up there. You see what I'm saying? See the matching? You got the match. You see that 7? Made a little $7, you know what I mean, in an hour. You understand what I'm saying? We got that good old, like that. Word. Who that? Who came in the building? Talk it, it's Jess in the building. Salute, sis. Appreciate the pull up. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact, DBN. But, yo, DBN, though, right? But check it. It's all right sometime to even get into it. But have fun doing it. Some of these dudes be doing things. Yo, man. Prime example, yo. Look at the situation that happened in Las Vegas. Or in Vegas or whatever. Uncle Ralph, salute, my guy. Appreciate the pull up. Look what happened over there with the 2 YouTubers, man. With my man Earth the dude and his wife, man. It ain't that serious, man. These dudes ain't even had 70, 80, they ain't even have over 100,000 subs. Look what happened. Old boy in jail right now unalive the dude and his wife on live. On live. So y'all mean, like, so now we can't say no, it's serious to certain people. So disrespect people's seriousness, man. You know what I mean? Like, that's my take on it. Disrespect people's seriousness, man. That's my take on it. You know what I mean? Because that was that was wicked. I'm reading it and I'm like, wow. I'm like, damn, is this real? You know what I mean? Real, fake. Yo, dude seen homeboy and went to work, yo. And went to work. I'm like, yo, it can't be that serious, man. That's a fact. It just can't be, people. Like, it's no way in God green earth that was worth that. Right? Now look at the kicker. Old boy who did the unaliving, allegedly, he like, yo, self-defense. He's saying that the couple had, and this was caught all on the camera already. All this is caught on camera, man. All this is caught on camera. So now you got the dude, his defense is self-defense. That's his defense. And clearly, they got the video servicing, showing the whole situation. Showing the whole situation, man. 2 YouTubers. So you know what's about to happen, right? YouTubers gonna start putting handcuffs on, on us content creators. Meaning they're gonna stricken the rules. They're gonna stricken the rules, man. Because now it's a bad light shining on YouTube. Because it's going down as these dudes was YouTube content creators. And people that's content creators got to know and understand, man, you are being employed by YouTube or Google, either or. That's who you work for. So you know what type of taste that left, in the people upstairs, what kind of taste that left? You know what I'm saying? I know they was embarrassed, man. I know they had to be, because they already know this what goes on, right? They know that. They got to know that. If there's a machine behind this, they just gotta know. But to see it go public in this kind of manner, oh, it's gonna be some furniture moving around this joint. So, for those who out here still jerking wreck, man, in the way, y'all better get you some business. Y'all better get you some business. Because I'm telling you, they're about to wring this joint out, man. Like a wet rag. They're about to wring it out. Like a wet rag. They're about to churn up. Trust me, it's coming. They might even go up on the monetization again. They might say, you got to give me 1,000 subscribers. You got to give me something like 44,000 or 4,200 or something like that watch hours. They making it easy, but the people that they're not doing right by it. You know what I mean? They'd rather come up here. Damn, I see they hit Mel Cross joint. Just gotta stay out the way, people, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what this is about today, man. You know what I mean? Stay out the way. Like I said, I'm gonna do something tomorrow. I'll probably go on tomorrow around like in between 12 and 2. Yeah, about 12 or 2. I go on tomorrow. You know what I mean? We get and go StreamYard. I probably set the show up the night. I set the show up the night for tomorrow, maybe in between, maybe from what, maybe 12 to 2. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think of something. I'm gonna think of something. We gotta have some fun with it. Go on StreamYard. Have some fun to talk about the uckery going on YouTube. Cause I see who the last I seen. Oh, and how did I forget this joint? What's going on with Audie and Cuba, their Bronx? Somebody said that they was kind of beefing. Well, you know, they had some words. Audie and Cuba, their Bronx. What's that about, people? That's what it was too. Somebody told me about Audie and Cuba, their Bronx. What's going on with that? What's going on with Audie and Cuba, their Bronx? Why they got words? I thought they was cool. Word, I thought they was cool. I ain't know that they, you know, that they had ill will towards each other. Word. Then I'm like, Cuba, their Bronx. I don't know. I thought at first I thought they was probably talking about the other Cuba. I didn't think they was talking about Cuba, their Bronx. But they was talking about Cuba, the Bronx, though. Cuba, the Bronx, and all going at it. They shooting, they shot. I'm like, wow. That's why I said we gotta try to put something together, man, and do a clash, yo. I'm just gonna have to jack 050, you understand? And I want to put together a clash, man. You know what I'm saying? We gonna put together a clash, man. I might not call it a clash. I might not jack them all the way, but I want to do something like that, man. Word up, man. Probably promote it more. You know what y'all think, man? What y'all think in the chat, man? Should I put together, you know, something similar to the Clash? What y'all think? Should I put something together similar to Clash of the Titans? You know, everybody get up here and talk. They shoot right back. The SRB show. You know what I mean? Do something like that. SRB show. Everybody get up there and just shoot right back. They'll probably leave two people up there. What y'all think about that, man? He was turned. That's what I'm saying. We gotta start whistling and in joints like that. That'll push SR. You know what I mean? That'll push, you know, OG Bobby Johnson channels. Everybody, you know what I mean? Like, we gotta start making sense of this, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's make sense of this, yo. Word, we definitely gotta start making sense of this, man. At least, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's too much talent going on right now for, you know, for certain channels. Bucks is Clash to the Titans every day. Just open stream, y'all. Yeah, but it don't be no, you know, like, you know, you got people that don't want to pull up. You got people that don't want to support. You know what I mean? You need the uckery. You know what I mean? So you ain't got nobody. That's what I'm saying. I'm going on the mall, man. I'm gonna go on the mall. And should I do a night joint or a day joint? I could do that. I could go on the mall around 6. Go on the mall around 6, man. And just call that joint the SRB show. You know what I mean? Shoot right back. Get up there and go bonkers themselves. Like, you know what I mean? Put all that personal itch to the side and get up there and have fun. You feel some kind of way about somebody pull up, shoot your shot, do what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? And that's just that. You know what I mean? Either it ain't that serious, y'all can hash it out right there. You know what I mean? Or if it's serious, you know what I mean? Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. On weekends, yeah, that's a fact. On weekends, all right, yeah, we can do that. I do that. You know what? That's a fact. That's what we gonna do. We gonna do that, Spec. Saturday, Saturday in the evening, man. Top Shot, you just wanted somebody to say something to you, man. All right, Top Shot ain't gonna hit the link. Okay, cool. The last time you hit the link, anyway, Top Shot, I don't even think they monetized that joint. You messed the whole show up. If you want to be technical, Top Shot, you messed the whole show up last time. Word, Top Shot messed the whole show up last time. We had to join up there. Who was Top Shot against Artie? I was doing B.O.B. Battle of the Bashing. Nigga, Top Shot messed the whole show up. Keep doing big things, Buck. Salute to you and your channel. I appreciate that, Jess, man. Salute to you. You already, man. You know, I can't tell my story fully, man, without you being a part of it. Boogie Black, salute. That's a fact. Talk Your Is Just. Make sure y'all go like, share, and subscribe to Talk Your Is Just podcast, man. Definitely can't tell my story, man, without you. Crook, salute my guys, and salute to my guy. Yeah, what up? Yeah, yo, Crook, what up, man? Yo, why you ain't a member, man? Well, I don't see that membership by your joint, man. I don't see that membership, man. We gotta start doing that too, man, so we can start, you know what I mean, having shows where, you know, people don't want to be with the uckery. And if you're a member, man, I don't mind we going on. Just the members, we go live and we connect thoughts. Like, I don't mind that. You know what I mean? We gotta get these memberships up. People gotta become a member. You know what I mean? We got dope, you know, dope. I got merch, so you know what I'm saying? We have events. We can set up events. Like I'm on it like that. You know what I mean? So we gotta definitely, you know what I mean, start, you know, patching in a little more. I need more hands on dealing with the merch. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, once you become that member, you get to know, you know, what's going on firsthand. You know what I mean? You right firsthand. You know what I mean? So, you know, that'd be dope. You know, do members only, you know, videos, you know, weed out all the, you know what I'm saying, all the uckery, weed it out, and let's have fun. You know what I'm saying? Where we know and understand, ain't nobody gonna take nothing, you know, where it's not supposed to be. You know what I mean? But the support got to be there, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about, you know what I mean, how many people pull up in the building. I do a show with only one watching. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely like to do that. You know what I mean? You know, maybe do some exclusive. You know what I mean? Sit around, you see who's the supporters who pulling up. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? Because this is a business, people. Let's take it serious as that. You know what I mean? I got things working. I got things where we can make money. We make money. Yeah. You know what I mean? Be a part of something great, man. You know what I mean? Don't hate. Be a part of something great. It's free. Word. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Yeah. That part. You know what I mean? Like, get the likes up. You know what I'm saying? Like, my analytics saying my likes. I got to get my likes. I don't care about the views. I'm on my likes. My likes and my engagements. You know what I'm saying? My engagement has been down for a couple. You know what I mean? I need to get them engagements back up. You know what I mean? And my likes took a little hit. You got to get that up, man. I like to see all mines in the green, man. You know what I mean? I like to see everything in the green. I like to see more than this. You know what I mean? Come on. It's the only way I'm going to grow. It's the only way I'm going to grow. You know what I mean? And I didn't even know. The more likes, the more they put my joint in the algorithm, you know what I mean? So the likes, it means a lot. Gotta mash that like button. You know what I mean? Even if you don't even want to watch the show, mash the like button. It'll put my joint in the algorithm. It ain't about the views. I'm not jacking the views, people. It's about them likes. You get them likes up, my likes and my engagements, man. That's what's what, man. You know what I mean? The views, it pays the bill, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not getting 20, 30,000 views a show. So I ain't really worrying about that. You know what I'm saying? We get them likes up though. You know what I mean? That'll set us up for the future to where it's though when we come on this joint, we looking at 20, 30, you know what I mean, views. You know what I mean? We moving up 20, 30, you know what I mean? 100,000. Y'all see that plaque. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to touch that. That's a fact, man. I ain't doing this for nothing, man. I'm trying to get there. Word, trying to get there. I want to know how I feel. You know, have that plaque hanging up. You know what I mean? Have me a good situation where we going. You know what I mean? Rather than renting out some space. You know what I'm saying? That we making it happen. You know what I mean? That's I'm trying to. I'm on that type time. You know what I mean? Nice little studio. You know what I mean? Set it up nice. You dig what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. When we get these memberships, you know what I mean? We can get. You know what I mean? Mind to take mind. You know what I mean? You got something that you wanna. Then I also want to spend more time on UNT, you know, hip hop, sports, and fashion. You know what I'm saying? I want to spend time on that. You know, UNT, sports, hip hop, and fashion. That's just there. Subs going up, salute. You know what I mean? You know, the people that's going over there, you know what I mean, subscribing. I got to start doing that. So, got the blueprint, people. You know what I'm saying? I got the blueprint. Ming, salute. Appreciate the pull up. Yeah, I definitely got the blueprint. So all y'all got, you know what I mean? All y'all got to do is just show up. That's it. Show up. You know what I mean? Show up, man. UNT is a network. Let's make this network. Facts. Make this network. You know what I mean? Especially if you're serious about it, you respect your craft, and you're trying to get to $1. Let's make this happen, man. You know what I mean? Make this happen, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. Make this happen, man. You know what I mean? Everything else is irrelevant. You know what I mean? We can have our fun, but let's make it happen. It ain't nothing like having fun and get to the money on at the same time. You understand? So, yeah, that part, people. You know what I mean? So, that's the goal, man. You know, I've been sitting, I've been thinking. And I think that's the direction I want to go. You know what I mean? It may sound wishing, but I got to start from somewhere. You know what I mean, people? I got to put it out there. Renegade Society was Papino, my guys. Yeah, you already know, man. Salute to my guy, Renegade, man. You know what I mean? Salute to that. You know, you got guys like that, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know, willing participants, man. You know what I mean? Those don't even know, man. You understand what I'm saying? He don't like getting, be putting out there, but good dude. And I say that, ain't even had to meet him in person. You know what I mean? Just how you stand on business, stand on law. A lot of that's behind my Gaza, man. Renegade Society Production. Beats, videos, intros. You know what I mean? He the one who worked on my clothing line. Like, did that without, none of that. Just get to it. And you can't buy them kind of people, man. And I know they make a lot more like that. So a lot more like that right now, like we unstoppable. We unstoppable. We unstoppable. So, that's the type time, you know what I mean, that we on. You dig, and all I gotta ask is follow suit. That's all I gotta ask. Follow suit. That's it. Anything else is irrelevant. Just follow suit. You know what I mean? That's if you're serious. If you're serious, let's do what we do. And it take time. It take time, people. Don't rush yourself. It take time. Yeah, I mean, that's a fact. Crook, you know, you gotta want it though, man. You know what I mean? People gotta want it, man. People gotta start respecting their craft. You know, when you get people that don't respect their craft, it ain't gonna happen. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna happen. The same way you respect that job when you go clock in for them 8 hours, when you press that live button, man, treat this the same, man. Respect your craft, man. Respect your work. You know what I mean? Respect your work. Don't jerk the people. You know what I mean? Acknowledge your supporters. You know, if you can, like I said, you know, trying to get this membership thing off the ground. I just started doing it off the ground. Salute to my man, Grown Man Thoughts, NY Nikki Baby, Asia. Yeah, you know, and I should have more members than that. You know what I mean? That membership going on. You know what I mean? Things start swirling and boom. And then you can say you can start working on, you know what I mean, that network. You know what I mean? Start working on that network, man. Start creating that Voltron. Start creating that Voltron, man. It ain't nothing, man. You know, you get a group of people together, you know what I'm saying, and y'all chopping it up. Yo, listen, you know, you spread the word over here, you spread the word over there. I'm gonna do my job. I'm gonna pop up. Boom, hit that live button and respect what I'm doing. That's it. That's it. You know, people like, yo, Bucks, you just, nah, I mean, it ain't hard. It ain't hard. You know what I mean? I just respect what I do. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You gotta just respect what you do. You know what I mean? The people that they don't respect what they do, you see the outcome. You have a bunch of Shantays running around. You see the outcome. You know what I mean? You will see the outcome, people. Word up. You will definitely be looking like, you know what I mean, Shantays running around. You know what I'm saying? No motion. Word up. No motion. But y'all ready, man. On y'all way out, man, make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Go to the notification bell, hit all so you be notified when I go live, drop a short, whatever. Go to the community wall, subscribe to the channel, share the live. Make sure you go subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button. On your way out, if you in the bushes, pop up. I give you some time. Pop up, hit that like button. You know what I mean? That's it. That's all I ask for. That like button. Word up. Ming, what's going on, man? Hey, yo, Ming, this is my last live, Ming. Word, this is my last live, people. Episode 30. Salute to my man King Troll, man. BX will be next, man. You already know, though, man. You know what I'm saying? Word up. They be giving my man Ming hell over there, man. But yo, man, on that note, man, that's what it is. I appreciate y'all for popping out. Yeah, Ming. This is my last live, Ming. Episode 1, man. Word. It's my last live, episode 1, man. Word up. Yo, salute to my man King Troll, man. Y'all ready, man? It's BX will be next, man. Make sure y'all go subscribe and like to my guys, man. King Troll. Make sure y'all go like, share, subscribe to my guys at El Plaga TV. Make sure y'all go like, share, and subscribe. My man Artie Lightside. Make sure y'all go like, share, and subscribe to my man Mikey B. Appreciate the pull up. Hood Love TV. You understand? Show some support, people. The support is free, man. You understand what I'm saying? On your way out, make sure you hit the like button, man. You know what I mean? Share this live out. Hit the subscribe button. Go to the notification bell and hit all, man. It ain't hard. Make sure y'all go Talk Your It's Just podcast. Make sure y'all go like, share, and subscribe, man. Make sure y'all go to my man Latin Pain. Go like, share, and subscribe, my guy. You dig? So you already, man. It's your boy 050BUCKS, and I'm signing out. Appreciate everybody for pulling up. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you share the live. Make sure you subscribe. You dig? And on that note, salute. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all evening, the rest of your night. Let's go. I don't want nobody to win. You know what I'm saying? On that note.